Bismillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah. Just to continue again, remember, we are riding or we are getting on board of this ship of EISC to make sure we present Islam to the whole world. Now, before going into, I just want to show you something here. You see, the whole world is full of many problems. And these problems, as you can see, are challenges for the humanity. We have partisanship, we have racism in the world, we have wars and conflict, we have violence, we have cultural misunderstanding, miscommunication, we have environmental pollution, we have thought pollution, we have natural instincts, unfortunately, polluted by gays and lesbians. We have spiritual void and people worshipping creation instead of worshipping the Creator. We have drugs and crimes all over the world. We have wars that are unstoppable, unfortunately fueled by superpowers. We have lack of inner world peace. We have immorality, we have rebellion against nature, we have starvation, people who are starving, people who are living famine. We have a lot of the needy and the poor people. There are lots of problems and challenges that the whole world is facing. Now, we Muslims have been entrusted to spread the message and present it so beautifully to the whole world. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us with a call that resonates 5 times a day. And this call has got the solution for all these problems. If you look at it now, you have the call for a prayer. And this call for a prayer is really, if people understand it very well, and they really present Islam through just these words of the call, they will see lots of changes that are happening in the world. You know, and you can see the call here. Hayya ala salat, hayya ala al-falah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts by saying, because that is a revealed, or these were revealed words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to His Prophet Muhammad through a dream by one of the companions, Abdullah bin Zayd at that time. He had that dream. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed these words, and these words resonate or has been resonating for all humanity for the past 1,400 years. In these words are the real communication. In these words are the real cross-cultural communication. In these words are the solutions and the panacea and the remedy for all the people. It has an over-encompassing solution. Basically, if people will be presented with Islam, the message of Islam, through these words only, the people will be saved. When you say Allah is a greater, and you understand the meaning of Allah is a greater, you will know for sure that the solution will come only from the Creator. And because of the people, and they have rebelled against the Creator through worshipping creation, the same those whom they have worshipped and enslaved themselves to are the cause of their miseries. They have started worshipping their desires. And of course, when I say their desires, that means if I want to kill, I have to kill. This is a desire. Somebody, alas, they can do it because they don't worship the Creator who has forbidden killing, or who has forbidden violence, or who has forbidden wars. They have lost every touch with peace. They use peace as a trick to trick people so that people will come back to them and worship creation instead of the Creator. So, in these words are the best communication. And if these words are not communicated right, with the right meaning that has been intended by our Creator to the people, we will always have a problem in this world. Understanding these words are very important, because in these words lies the true success. In these words lies the eternal success. The closer you become to these words, the more successful you will become. When you say Allah is greater, you really need to understand it very well. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, out of His mercy and wisdom, has reminded us, and He is reminding us for till time to come, that He is greater, and He is greater. And we always have to purify our intention that we don't worship except the Creator. This is why the second sentence says, I testify that there is no God except Allah. I testify that there is no God except Allah. So, purity of work, purity of intention, purity of the deeds that you are supposed to be dedicating, you should be dedicating these words to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Creator of all, the one who has created all. If you get a person like this hacker coming from a Hindu background, they are worshipping what? 770 something gods. Imagine animals, monkeys, private parts, everything you think of, they worship. You know, and look what he's doing now. What he's trying to do is basically he wants to ban something that might save him and his country from the mess that they go through. Well, instead of worshipping a cow, or worshipping an animal, or worshipping a monkey, or worshipping a private part, or worshipping, stones, statues. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling, come to the Creator and worship the Creator who has created you. And strange enough, those unfortunate, they are rebelling as against themselves, and they are the enemies of themselves before they are the enemies of the Islam and the Muslims. They think they are the enemies of Islam. They think they can cause injuries and harm to Islam. But strange enough, they are harming themselves, and they are the devils for their own themselves, for their own selves. So it's very important to understand when you attend workshop like that, our task at the end of the day, it boils down to this eternal call. Because in this eternal call, Allah is telling us to come to prayer hurriedly. And He said, Hayya ala salah, Hayya ala salah, which means come and become alive. Because if you don't remember Allah, you are not alive, you are dead. Because we know in the prophetic tradition, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that those who remember Allah and those who do not remember Allah, the similitude of those who remember Allah and the similitude with those who do not remember Allah is like somebody who is alive, the person who is alive, and somebody who is dead. So without remembering Allah and without supplicating, you are dead. Come to success, and not any success. Speaks about falah, which is eternal success, where you have success in this life and success in the hereafter. And then it says to them, this is the message for you. This is the message we are telling you. 5 times a day, whether you come to Allah or you don't come to Allah, Allah will always be greater. And there is no God except Allah. This is why the adhan ends by saying, what? There is no God. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. There is no God except Allah. So Allah will always be greater. Allah will always be greater. And now this is a very important message to share with as many people as possible in the world. That come to this greater, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the exalted, the almighty, the cherisher, the sustainer, the one who provides you with everything. Because through which your eternal success will be actualized, will happen. So this is a very important message that we in the field of presenting Islam need to understand how we can present this message to the people.